Okay guys, in today's Procore training, what we're going to go over is punch lists. So go to your home toolbox and then go over to punch lists. As you saw, there was a really easy way to do this. Instead of actually going in this tab, you could go down here and just say create new punch list items. But for now, we'll just go ahead and create a punch list item. So a punch list item is typically something done at the end of a project to make sure that we have finished that project. So if you're on a project and you see something that's wrong or needs to be fixed, then you would create a punch list item. So go ahead here, create punch list item. So this is going to be fix house. Number one, select location. So this is somewhere you could select location of the project, status. The next big one here is the date due. Go ahead and select your actual due date so that whoever is working on this project will know, okay, this needs to be done by X date. A really big one here is to assign it to someone. If you don't assign it to someone, then they won't know if they need to do the project or not. So I'm going to assign this one to myself. So at this point, this is the only person who will have access to it. If you have a whole team out there, then you might want to select multiple people that need to know about this punch list item. Once again, the distribution list, it would be good to do Texas so everyone at least knows about it. And then you can skip through these pretty easily. So here, I can just give a description of it. So from here, you can upload any relevant information that the assignee would need to fix this project. So a really popular one is the photos. So you can go ahead, select a photo maybe of the issue that needs to be fixed so that when they are out there in the field, they can verify, okay, this is the correct thing that needs to be fixed. You can also do the plans, or you could do a file. And from here, what you want to do is just hit save. So the last step, as you can see, is it says you have one punch list item that is ready to be sent. One of these punch list items was created by you. You could say send mine or send all, depending if there are more. So I'm going to go ahead and say send all, and this is going to send an email to everyone who was an assignee. So at this point, the assignees should be receiving an email that says a punch list item has been assigned to them. Another good thing to do would be to go over to the Drawings tab and link this to the correct place on the drawings. So let's go here into the floor plan. You might remember this from the Drawings tool, but go ahead and just create a drawing there, and fix house comes up, and then publish it. So when they get this assigned to them, they'll be able to come here and say, oh, where was that punch list item again? And then they'll be able to find it. So let's go ahead and back to the punch list item, and we should be able to see that now it has a place on the plans. So yes, linked drawing. So it's currently linked in drawing 2. If you were to click this, it would actually send you to that drawing. So this is great. Once again, we're talking about plans that are interconnected with the rest of your document. So as you can see right here, it's right there. So that's a really great feature. Okay, so I just got an email that someone assigned a punch list item to me. So I can go ahead in my email here and check it out. So this has the attachments right here. There's the description. We need to fix the house. And then if I actually wanted to open this on Procore, I could go ahead and click here. And this will send me right to the punch list tool. So how do I actually close out a punch list? This is the way you can do it on the desktop. I actually think the best way to do it is from your phone, because typically you'll be in the field and you'll close out a punch list item, and that's the best way to do it. But if you were to do it here on the desktop, you would go here, you would go resolved, and then you would enter in, we fixed the house. And then one of the most important parts is to attach a photo. I always think this is the best way to prove that you have actually fixed something, is by uploading a photo of something that you fixed. So upload as many photos as you can and then hit submit. So from this point, if you fulfilled the punch list, your job is done. Now it goes back to the punch list manager or whoever created the punch list. It is their job to say whether you have done the correct work or not. And so from here, they can reject your punch list, send it back to you, or they can say, okay, we're going to confirm this punch list is done, and they can close out the punch list item. And if you happen to be the person doing that, you can hit close punch list item. If you don't close the punch list item, it's going to remain active, and then it's almost like the work hasn't been done and work still needs to be done. So example here, as you can see down here, my response status from Azad is that it has been resolved, but Robin said it's unresolved. And that doesn't necessarily mean that's a bad thing. It just means that maybe Azad got to it first. So that was the process on the desktop. I am going to show you guys what it looks like from the mobile platform, because I think that's where you'll be doing most of your punch list creation and fulfillment. All right, guys, jumping over here to the mobile platform, I wanted to show you guys the mobile punch list and how do you fulfill a punch list item on the mobile platform. So go ahead into the tools with a little hammer, and then let's look for punch list. It's the pin over here. So this is the punch list test 2 that we had done previously. So as you can see, what's great about this is it shows you a picture of kind of the area that needs to be done. And then it also has a link drawing, so you can go ahead and check on the floor plan here and say, okay, this is punch list 2, this is the area that needs to be fixed. And so this is what's really great about the mobile platform, and you can once again check out that attachment right here. So the question is, now that you've cleaned the area or fixed the issue, how do you resolve and close this punch list item on the mobile? So go over to assignees, and then tap your name. This is me. And so this is where I can basically fill this out. So you are the assignee. I'm going to click check. I'm going to enter the comment here. All cleaned up. And then I want to choose a photo. So let's choose a photo, take a photo, I'll take a picture of my clean desk. And if I wanted to, I could circle something, use the cloud, something like that, and then hit done. So here we are, we've got the attachment here, we've got my comment, and then we have the resolved status. I'm going to hit update. Update with email. So this will send an email, and that's what you want. So at this point, it may or may not be able to allow you to say slide to close the item. But this is where your construction coordinator will step in. They'll make sure that you've done the punch list item with that picture, with that comment, and then they'll close the item. So if you created the item, then you could go ahead and swipe it to close out that item. So that would just look just like that. And so that's finishing kind of that closeout phase. So when they're gray, that means they're done. When they're red, that means they're due now. When they're yellow, that means they're due in a few days. So that's the basics of punch list on the mobile app. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.
Thanks for watching our video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can get updated on all our newest videos. Also, go ahead and click the links below so you can see our social media profiles as well as our website.